What's up, y'all? It's Self-Care Thursday. Let's get into it. I know I look like I'm dying because I decided to record really early in the morning, and that's not a choice I'm going to continue to make. So, we're going to get this together. Today, I'm going to show you how I do my wing liner, but I'm going to smudge it out to make it fall smoky. So, let's go there. I feel like I haven't done a check-in in a while, which is not okay. How are y'all doing? Are y'all edges flourishing? Because that's important. Because we need our edges, honey. Because who can walk around here with no edges? Cannot imagine. So, I mean, as I stated, I'm a little tired. But just to check in with y'all, I have successfully weaned Justin from breastfeeding. So, my milk technically finally dried up. Technically. I'm sure there'll be like some leaking here and there. But when I say dried up, so like after, you engorge from not releasing the milk from and the feeding, it gets like rock hard for like days. And like nobody can touch it. It's the worst. And then after that, it'll start to, like not periodically. What's the word I'm looking for? It will slowly start to go back to its normal like feeling, consistency, whatever you want to say. So I started on a Thursday and it just went back to normal on a Saturday night. So 10 days. And because, my daughter, of course, is over 1, she wasn't really using breastfeeding for, nourishment. But, as a bigger child, she was pulling down quite a lot of milk. And I was letting her, latch whenever she felt like it because it wasn't for sustenance. I knew what it was about. So I was kind of just like, whatever. It was irritating, but I was letting her. So she was pulling down quite a lot of milk. So when I decided Thursday, because at this point, that Thursday, I was already doing only like 1 time a night when I got there, and even that was a struggle for my boobs because they were like, okay, we full, what you got going on? So I was already kind of cutting it down, but then on that Thursday I went completely cold turkey. And when I say within 2 hours of my decision, I was engorged. And it wasn't like sometimes you can get in, for those who have not breastfed yet and you're looking into it, I'm telling all the biz. You can be engorged and your boobs just be huge. But after you get to that point, there's like an hour or 2 that you get, and then it's straight up pain after that, sis. It's like you can't touch it, the wind blow. It's a whole situation. So imagine being in that predicament for 10 days. 10 days. And because she like, I don't know what you got going on, sis. I can see that there's milk in there. Like, what's going on? So she's pulling on me. She's jumping on me. And the pain, like, honestly, I might be dragging it, but like it's comparable to labor for me because it's so sharp, it's so abrupt, and especially if somebody touches it and like you weren't prepared. Like I don't know that you can prepare yourself for that necessarily, but like she would, because she's quicker than I thought she was, honestly. So she would like reach in there and get me, and I was not prepared. And she always has her hand in my shirt. So if you know Justin, you know how that goes. So trying to stop her from putting her hand in my shirt, it was a journey. But we made it. So like now she's still putting her hand in my shirt because she's a very willful kid. But we made it. No more milk. No more. I'm not a cow. Intimo. Intimo. Thank you, Jesus. Glory. I felt a quickening in my spirit, but yeah, like I loved breastfeeding, but it was just like because she was over 1 and she was so independent, like, you know, walking, talking, feeding herself, all those kind of things. The fact that she was still nursing was tearing me up. Like, come on, bro. Like, I just need. And she was, as my mom calls them, a COVID baby. So, like, she was stuck to me from the time she came out the womb. And it was just like, again, I didn't have her on a nursing schedule. I never really did, because I just believe if a kid is hungry, feed him. What else do you have to do? But that kind of, it didn't backfire on me with Justin. She just took it to the nth because she's Justin. So, um, yeah. So she has always been like on top of mommy. So I just, after a year and almost a half of just somebody being on top of me all day long, I just was like, I can't do it. And honestly, the only thing that really pushed me is because she bit me. You ain't gonna hurt me, okay? You ain't gonna do me like that. On top of the fact that I'm whipping my boob out every time you ask me for it. You ain't gonna do me like that, honey. And she was biting me like it was her job. I said, oh, no, 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 no. And, you know, normally it was just like a little, and I would just remove her and we would try again later. But she bit me one round and I had to have Ricky check it. I was bleeding. And that's when I said, you know what? And at that point, that's when I was like, okay, we can do this once a day. And we'll just see if you can wean yourself off. But then after we was doing it for over a month, I was like, obviously, you need some more help to stop doing what you're doing, because we've been doing this for too long. So that's my accomplishment this past week. I removed my child from my boob. God be praised. Anyhow. Okay, so that was my storytelling for this week. I don't think I've told a story, like a whole story, in a while. I've been trying to live a calm life. Just kidding. So whenever I do like a smoky eye, I just take like a chestnutty brown color and I just put it all over my lids to start. I find that it gives me a better space to like blend over it, if that makes sense. Because I am, to do the smoky, I do of course my black liner, and then I take a really dark brown to smudge it, so then it goes from black to dark brown to brown. So it's like a gradient, which I feel creates a better smoke. I don't know, I'm not a professional, but that's where I'm at. I'm there with that one. I was doing it with just like using a liner and then smudging it with the other head, because like my old liner from Sephora that I told you guys that Justin destroyed, I can talk about it now and not be hurt. It had like a smudger pen on the other end, so I would just do the liner and then just smudge it out, but I wasn't really liking the results. It looked kind of cloudy and kind of like patchy. So I just kind of experimented, and now we're here with this method. So I'm gonna put my liner on and be right back. So liner is on. I'm doing a sharp line because it's actual liner. I'm not going too hard down here. Remember like in 2012 when our liner used to be like touching our eyebrows and we thought we was doing something? Like, who, y'all not my friend. Like, y'all let me come outside like that. So I'm going to be using this like deep brown. So this is the brown that I used on my lids, and then this is the deep brown I'm going to use to smudge it out. I might use this one just to like create like a kind of mattifying thing on the liner, but I might not. We'll see how the blend goes. So I just take like a pointy brush. I already put the brown on there, and my voice. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to start on the end and like right on top of where I've created the line. I'm just going in circular motions right on top of where my line is. And I just do that all the way across until I'm satisfied with the smoke. You see that? And again, it's smoke. It's not, we're not doing like, I mentioned gradient, but that's not what we're doing per se. You can make it look like a gradient. That's not for today. Today, I'm just smoking the liner, which means that I am getting rid of the hard line on top. So, like when I put my lashes on, it's gonna have it's gonna be a whole thing. Okay. And then I take this brush that I use to do the light brown, and I just fluff around up there to make sure all these shadows come together. And there we go. So I'm gonna put my mascara on now, so I don't forget. But I'm gonna do my face before I do my lashes. Yeah, but I've been forgetting mascara lately, and I'm just like, what's going on with you, sis? Because it's a thing. It's a need. I don't know. But I've been struggling. I also been finding that like I'm not really like a fan of concealer. Not in the way that it sounds. Like I usually conceal like my entire, T, but I find that like the setting powder creates the same look on my nose that I would have to do more work with the concealer to do. So for me, it's all about like being a lazy wise smart, as my grandmother used to say, because I want to get it done, but it's the steps. Like my kids, I'm sure you haven't heard them. They are set up with their iPads, and I got a time limit for that to work because they're gonna figure out that I'm not in the room in a minute. So I got to be able to. And I want to try this thing that I saw on TikTok, of course, where they do the full thing and then you just blend it out. So since I'm using a beauty blender now, I'm trying to be conscious. Just kidding. Um, I'm going to just do my little thingies. And then let's see how it all goes out. All right. I haven't done like full product face in a while. I like how that worked. I was able to see, placement a little bit better. So that's good. And I feel like it's more even. So I think I'm going to continue to do that. That was good. I'm going to give that a 10 because it really did. It helped my sculpting process and it gave it more of a flow. So I'm good with that. All right, took a talkie. I'm gonna put my mascara and my lashes on and we gonna be right back. All right, y'all, we got the lashes on. I think, yeah, we got them on. So I want to do like a nude kind of stony look for my lips. So I'm going to use like this stone colored lipstick as a liner. And then I'm going to put the nude in the center. So I'm going to try that TikTok thing again where you like bunch your lips together to help you line your lips. And we're going to see. So I'm going to use the nude from that same collection. What color is this? Bedtime Flirt. Ooh, ooh. I don't know what this one's called. Scandalous is the gray. It is a scandal because it's gray, honey. Wow, you got gray lips, baby. All right, so here we are. This is the final look. I got my shabab out. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any ways that you do your like smudge or smoked liner that you want me to try just to see like how it works out, please let me know. I'm always looking for new methods because again, it's about efficiency. Okay, I got some time crunch. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.